The Boundaries book series has transformed marriages, families, organizations, and individuals around the world. With over 4 million copies sold, these best-selling books are widely considered the top choice to find answers to tough questions, such as: can I set limits and still be a loving person? What if someone is upset or hurt by my boundaries? What do legitimate limits look like? Why do I feel guilty or afraid when I consider telling someone no? What can I do when someone wants more time, love, energy, or money than I'm comfortable giving? Some people focus so much on being loving and unselfish that they forget their own limits and limitations. That's why the ability to set clear boundaries is essential to a healthy, balanced lifestyle. In relationships, boundaries define who we are and who we are not, which impacts every part of our lives. Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend explain how to set healthy boundaries with our parents, spouses, children, friends, co-workers, and even ourselves. There's a Boundaries book dedicated to every area of life. Each title is unique and features expert advice that you won't find in the other books. Number 1. Boundaries. When to say yes, how to say no to take control of your life. The New York Times bestseller Boundaries is the landmark book written by Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend that has transformed millions of individual lives, marriages, families, and organizations. The updated and expanded edition includes a new chapter on boundaries and the digital age and addresses boundaries for online dating, single parenting, and the workplace. Many people focus so much on being loving and unselfish that they forget their own limits and limitations. That's why the ability to set clear boundaries is essential to a healthy, balanced lifestyle. A boundary is a personal property line that marks those things for which we are responsible. Boundaries define who we are and who we are not. Dr. Cloud and Dr. Townsend offer biblically based answers and show how to set healthy boundaries with your spouse, children, friends, parents, co-workers, and even yourself. Number 2. Boundaries in dating. Boundaries in dating offers illuminating insights for romance that can help you grow in freedom, honesty, and self-control as you pursue a healthy dating relationship that will lead to a healthy marriage. Dating can be fun, but it's not easy. Meeting people is just one concern. Once you've met someone, then what? What do you build? Nothing, a simple friendship, or more. How do you set smart limits on physical involvement, financial involvement, individual responsibilities? Respected counselors, popular radio hosts, and best-selling authors Henry Cloud and John Townsend apply the principles described in their award-winning book Boundaries to matters of love and romance. Helping you bridge the pitfalls of dating, Boundaries in Dating unfolds a wise, biblical path to developing self-control, freedom, and intimacy in the dating process. Boundaries in Dating will help you to think, solve problems, and enjoy the journey of dating, increasing your abilities to find and commit to a marriage partner. Full of insightful, true-life examples, this much-needed book includes such topics as recognizing and choosing quality over perfection in a dating partner, how to ensure that honest friendship is one vital component in a relationship, preserving friendships by separating between platonic relationships and romantic interest, moving past denial to deal with real relational problems in a realistic and hopeful way, and much more. Number 3. Boundaries in marriage. Understanding the choices that make or break loving relationships. If your marriage is struggling or you want to make a great marriage even better, Boundaries in Marriage has the solutions. Two lives becoming one sounds easier said than done. After the honeymoon is over, how do you solve problems? How do you establish healthy communication? How do you work out conflict and deal with the struggle of differing needs? Dr. Henry Cloud and John Townsend show how you and your mate can experience marriage at its best. You'll learn how to transform your relationship into a haven of mutual love, caring, and appreciation. Protect your marriage from intruders, whether parents, affairs, or addictions. Handle conflict effectively without losing your voice in the relationship. Develop a sense of closeness and respect that you've never felt before. Whether you're a newlywed or married for many years, Boundaries in Marriage will help you build a foundation for your marriage to flourish. Drawing on principles from the Bible, learn new ways to safeguard against relational fractures and mend existing cracks. It may even save your marriage. Best of all, it will help make a good marriage great. Number 4. Boundaries with kids. How healthy choices grow healthy children. This book may be the best investment you ever make into the lifelong welfare of your children. Get the help you need for raising your kids to take responsibility for their actions, attitudes, and emotions. Dr. Henry Cloud and John Townsend take you through the ins and outs of instilling the kind of character in your children that will help them lead balanced, productive, and fulfilling adult lives. Learn how to set limits and still be a loving parent. Bring control to a chaotic family life. Define age-appropriate boundaries and consequences for your kids. Number 5. Boundaries with teens. When to say yes, how to say no. Teenagers, you love them to pieces, but sometimes you feel like the pieces are falling apart. Relax, your sanity will survive these rocky teenage years, and so will your teens, provided you set healthy boundaries that work to their benefit and yours. Boundaries with Teens will show you how. Dr. John Townsend provides the expert insight you need to help your teens take responsibility for their actions, attitudes, and emotions while gaining a deeper appreciation and respect both for you and for themselves. With wisdom and empathy, Dr. Townsend, a father of 2 teens himself, applies biblically based principles for the challenging task of leading your children through the teen years. With his guidance, you will be able to deal with disrespectful attitudes and impossible behavior in your teen. Set healthy limits and realistic consequences. Be loving and caring while establishing rules. Determine specific strategies to deal with problems both big and small. Discover how your teenager thinks. Learn how to apply biblical principles to specific problems. Boundaries with Teens can help you establish wise and loving limits that make a positive difference in your adolescent, in the rest of your family, and in you. Number 6. Boundaries for leaders. Results, relationships, and being ridiculously in charge. In Boundaries for Leaders, clinical psychologist and best-selling author Dr. Henry Cloud leverages his expertise of human behavior, neuroscience, and business leadership to explain how the best leaders set boundaries within their organizations, with their teams and with themselves, to improve performance and increase employee and customer satisfaction. In a voice that is motivating and inspiring, Dr. Cloud offers practical advice on how to manage teams, coach direct reports, and instill an organization with strong values and culture. Boundaries for Leaders. Take charge of your business, your team, and your life is essential reading for executives and aspiring leaders who want to create successful companies with satisfied employees and customers, while becoming more resilient leaders themselves. Number 7. Beyond Boundaries. Learning to trust again in relationships. How do you know you're ready to trust again, and what does it take to be ready? Painful relationships violate our trust, causing us to close our hearts. But to experience the freedom and love God designed us for, we eventually have to take another risk. In this breakthrough book, best-selling author Dr. John Townsend takes you beyond the pain of the past to discover how to re-enter a life of intimate relationships. Whether you're trying to restore a current relationship or begin a new one, Townsend gives practical tools for establishing trust and finding the intimacy you long for. Beyond Boundaries will help you reinstate closeness with someone who broke your trust. Discern when true change has occurred. Re-establish appropriate connections in strained relationships. Create a safe environment that helps you trust. And restore former relationships to a healthy dynamic. You can move past relational pain to trust again. Beyond Boundaries will show you how. We hope you like this book review. Let us know your favorite book from the list. The link of these books are in the description below.